Namaste everyone. That was part of the talk, speech. So, it's great to see so many people here, and I really want to welcome everyone to this fabulous venue, The Edge, and I think very worthy of such a prominent speaker like Nileshji. Now, I'm not going to be here talking about Nileshji's credentials or his work or his research. The proof is in the pudding. You will listen to it for yourself. But I do want to highlight why has Optics arranged such an event. Essentially, I'm going to take you back to my childhood in England, where I grew up in a very small town, east of London. There were no Indians. I was the only Indian boy in the whole primary school. And we were hammered week after week about how we looked, about our culture, our itihas. Why do you have a million gods? I'm sure a lot of the youth here may relate to that. Why does your mum wear a bindi? And really, Mahabharata did really happen? Show me the proof. Constantly, week in, week out. Now, as a kid, you just succumb to it and you move on. You're not a victim, but you just move on. But one thing happened is you create two identities. One identity when you're outside in the world, and one identity when you're in the home, where you're safe. That changed over time. That gradually merged into one. But one thing became very evident. Why, especially in our community, not so much in non-Indians, I will say, not in the British, not in the French, not in the Australians, there was a bias in our prism through which we looked at the world. There was a bias. For example, if Israel discovered a historical artifact, the response would be fantastic, how fascinating. Another example, if in Denmark, Scandinavia, something was discovered about the Vikings. Wow, amazing, I didn't know that. If something was discovered in Bharat, where's the proof? Right? Really? You sure? Where's the proof? If something is written in our Shastras, where's the proof? Constantly. Constant. Prove it, prove it, prove it. This bias really got to me as I was growing up. It was almost like it's very hypocritical of our community to have that compared to how we treat the rest of the world. Why is it that other stories, others' epics are embraced with less scrutiny compared to ours? Have you ever thought of that to yourself? Why? Now, I'm not saying everyone here is clearly not in that boat. Clearly not. You're here. We're very privileged to have someone like Nileshji with us to go through the scientific basis of our itihas or history, language, mythology. Oh, in your mythology, it's written this, this, this. What does myth mean? A false belief. It is not false. History is a fact. That which has happened. But we constantly question. Now, there's a reason our civilization is very intelligent. We have the freedom, our dharma is given the freedom to question. But should we do it to the extent where we accept nothing? That's unintelligence. So, I wanted to set the stage. I urge all of you not to slouch in your chairs and listen to Nileshji as if it's another lecture. All of you, take this home. Discuss it with non-Indians, Australians, Indians, because you might just save another boy in school who is targeted. Knowledge empowers. So with that, I want to welcome all of you, thank all of you. We're incredibly privileged to have Nileshji here and soak in the knowledge. Anyone?